Welcome back to Yoshi Entertainment, everybody. So, I don't even know where to start with this, but so just recently there was a song put out by Megan Thee Stallion and a Jamaican singer named Shenseea called Lick. Now, this song and this music video has been getting so much attention, bad and positive, just like WAP did when it came out. But anyways, I don't even know where to start with this, but yeah, so some of these pictures, I only have three of them. I know some people like moving pictures or videos or whatever. I just use plain pictures. But some of these pictures, like I said, I only have three of them. And they're cropped because some of these pictures that they have of them, in the music video are very explicit. And I don't want that shown on this video. So that's all I'm going to say about that. Now, so this video, it's gotten so much, like I said, attention because of the things that was going on in the music video, and of course because of the lyrics. Whenever they make songs like this, the lyrics are always off the wall. Now, let me start by saying this. So one of the issues that people were having with this song, and that some people were saying, like I said, I've seen some other videos, some of the people were saying in the comments of the videos why they didn't understand why this song was getting so much backlash, why the music video was getting so much backlash, that even Shenseea said in one of her videos that she made in response to the backlash was that, of course, in the past, male artists who do these kind of videos, hip hop, R&B, that make very overly sexualized videos with very like raunchy, lyrics, sexually explicit lyrics. They always talk about, screwing women, having women go down on them, and some of them can be very, like I said, explicit and very disrespectful and just really like brutal. Like some of the lyrics, like it's kind of basically like, I want you to suck this. And it's like almost borderline, well, it basically sounds like borderline assault, basically, if you really think about it. But I digress. So a lot of people were saying, these male artists talk about this all the time. They love talking about women going down on them. That it's, their duty to go down on them. Like that they should do that and all that kind of stuff. But on the flip side, sometimes they don't want to go down on women. That's what they were saying. And then Shenseea was saying, this is, our time. This is my time. Like, y'all get your moments whenever you talk about sex and what you want women to do to you. But whenever we talk about what we want done to us, why is it such a problem? Now, I did look at the lyrics and I did, look at the music video, which I regret doing, but, that's neither here nor there now. But I understand now why people are saying what they're saying about it. Like one of the things that they said, that I've heard many people say already, is that they feel like it's basically like a WAP number two. It's basically the same thing, just kind of a bit different, which, it kind of does seem that way. Because, with WAP, if this makes sense, it was like a simple beat with like a simple, like one note kind of tune. And it seems the same way with this song as well. So I can understand why people are saying that it's basically like WAP number two. On top of it being basically another version of WAP, but they're basically talking about the same thing, talking about sex, what they've always talked about. And I know a lot of people say, well, if they don't talk about sex, then, it's not going to sell. Because let's be honest, the mainstream, like, they're not going to promote you unless you're talking about sex, unless you're being sexually explicit and sexually exploited. So another point that I want to bring up is that, so I don't know a whole lot about Jamaican culture, or how things are in Jamaica, and like the rules and whatnot. Now I do know, well, there's one thing I do know, and I do know that they are not in any way support of homosexuality. They don't do that over there. They don't support that over there. I do know that. But other than that, I don't know a whole lot about how things go and work in Jamaica concerning this stuff. Now, there was a lot of people, like I said, in the comments of other videos saying that oral sex is not supported in Jamaica. But there were also people saying that, like, but men, they do it and they want it done to them. So they'll make it seem like they don't, but they really do. Now, if you are Jamaican or if you're from Jamaica and you know what's up, you know how it goes down over there, then let me know because, like I said, that's something that I'm not 100% sure on. But I do know that they do not mess with homosexuality. That's one thing that I do know. And I do feel like that's a bit hypocritical because anything sexual that's wrong, it's wrong, and not just sexual. Things that are wrong are wrong. They'll be promoting, I feel like, anything else over there and anywhere else because they do it here in America. But oh my God, homosexuality, they'll, stone people to death. But like people be cheating on their wives with other women, and and it's like, apparently that's not as bad as, that's what it make, people make it seem like. But anyways, I'm going to digress before I get on a soapbox about that. Anyways, now, like I said before, there was a big issue with like, people saying that they were disappointed in her. Like, the Jamaican community was upset. They didn't feel like that she did as good in the song. Like she didn't really show off her talent, as like a rapper or as an artist or a singer in that song as what she could have. Now everybody was saying that, Megan Thee Stallion did a good job on her, piece, that she rapped well and that they enjoyed, her part. But that again, Shenseea didn't do as good as what they knew she could have done or whatever, that she could have done, better or whatever. And other than that, like I said, people were, I guess, upset with like, the over sexualization that, she was involved in the music video. Like, in particular part where she had her legs gapped open and there was like a mouth on her, private parts, and Meg Thee Stallion jumped through that. Other than, of course, her, like I said, being dressed to where there's nothing left of the imagination. But there are also some people saying that it's not like she had, she was not necessarily not over sexualized before, but I guess this was like a really big jump, from her going like to what she was doing to trying to be mainstream. I guess it was like a big, jump off of the deep end, I guess is what some people felt. Now, overall, I think that, of course, like I said, some people are upset because they feel like that she's becoming more, like, I guess, Americanized with the sexual exploitation, and they don't like that. That they were saying, like, they didn't like that she partnered up with Meg Thee Stallion to do this, that they should have done something else, that it's, the American corruption or whatever. Not that she wasn't, like I said, like, a little bit sexualized before, I guess. But I think the real issue that, like I said, that she had kind of addressed in the video that she made was that the whole thing with, like I said, the male rappers rapping about, ooh, they want the women to go down on them. But then, like, when the female rappers rap about, men going down on them, it's all taboo. Now we don't want to do that. And then, too, there was kind of like I feel like a misinterpretation maybe, or like a misunderstanding where I guess a lot of people thought that she meant like a woman on woman going down, a woman going down on another woman. So like a homosexual kind of thing, a lesbian kind of thing, which, I can understand why some people would think that, because like I said, after watching that music video, like Meg Thee Stallion and Shenseea were all over each other, like closer to the end of the video. So, and like there was even one scene where Meg Thee Stallion was basically grinding on Shenseea. So I can understand why some people would think they meant like a woman going down on another woman. But in the lyrics, if I remember correctly, it did say, it did reference like a man. Like she said, there was like a part in the lyrics where she was saying, yeah, she likes, the D, so to speak, but she wants like, for a man to go down. And from my understanding, she was saying that she wanted a man to go down on her. Now, I could be wrong. I could be completely interpreting that the wrong way. She could have exactly meant, that she wanted a woman to go down on her. And I think that is what really has people upset about it. Like I said, I feel like it's, the Jamaican community is upset about that. Like, not just that, she did a song with Meg Thee Stallion and that it was like I said, complete debauchery, and it was like overly sexualized and just sex all over the place. I think that they're enraged because they feel like she's promoting lesbianism. That's what I feel like they're really mad at. And if that's the case, like, I'm kind of like, okay, well, if that's the case, state that explicitly. I get it, But like I said, between like them being mad, I feel like, because they were saying this just wasn't her style. We just didn't feel like this was like her, that she like jumped off the deep end, which I feel like some people maybe felt like that, this wasn't her style, that she jumped off the deep end, that they didn't like her this way, being portrayed this way. that they didn't want her to take this direction. But of course, at the same time, I honestly think that, like I said, a lot of the people, especially in the Jamaican community, are mad because they feel like, in a way, she's promoting lesbianism. Because, like I said, they were all over each other in the music video. So it could imply that she wanted another woman to go down on her. But like I said, if you look at the lyrics and you listen to the lyrics, it kind of does state that it was a man that she wanted to go down on her. But anyways, that's what I really think that a lot of people are upset over or enraged over, that and the misinterpretation of that. And there were some people that were saying that it's not what she meant at all, that they're just taking it that way because they want a reason to call her out for saying that, ooh, she wants people to go down on her, because, like, again, it's the whole double standard thing with, like, it being okay for men to rap about sex or sing about sex, but not for women. And I will agree, there is a serious double standard, but here's my take on that. I'm just sick of everybody singing about sex, okay? Can we just stop that? But I know that they're not, because at the end of the day, unfortunately, sex sells. And they know that if they want to be mainstream, then they have to sing about sex and they have to exploit themselves sexually. But like I said, I'm just sick of it all, okay? I'm just sick of the debauchery all over the screen. I'm sorry, point blank. And I don't mean to offend anybody by saying that, but it's just, like, I'm sick of the debauchery, period. And I feel like women rappers and singers talking about, well, why can't, we sing about sex and all that kind of stuff and be explicit, but the men can and y'all won't rip them for it. It's kind of like the equivalent of saying something like, well, they can ride around without a seatbelt on, like go 50 miles an hour down, a street, a winding road without a seatbelt on, without getting like pulled over and yelled at. But if I did that, I would get pulled over, I would get a ticket. Why is it like that? Now, I know that sounds like a really extreme example, but if you really think about it, I mean, it really matches it, doesn't it? Like, I mean, think about it, because it's like everybody's sexually exploiting themselves at the end of the day. So you're upset because you get more backlash for sexually exploiting yourself, something that we really shouldn't be doing in the first place, more than somebody else does. That's all I'm saying. Let's just think about that before we, be so quick to be like, they get to do things that we can't, without getting ripped for it. Another thing I wanted to point out, so like I said, she made a video, and so in the video, I feel like she burst some bubbles in that video for real, because people were saying like, oh, you were going to be the next queen of dancehall. I thought you wanted to be the next queen of dancehall. And she said, I never said that I wanted to do that. She said that was never something I wanted to limit myself to. She said I gave myself 5 good years to represent, and then I said that I was going to go and do other things and whatnot and all that kind of stuff. And I guess that's basically what she's doing. Like, and she was saying that, like, whenever we just stay, in one genre, we just do one thing, then y'all complain about how, oh, we're so boring. Like, we can't do anything. Like, we can't, like, we're only stuck, in one genre, and that's all that we're good at, instead of, oh, we excel in this one genre. And I did understand what she was saying. I did understand what she was getting at. But that's what she was saying for why she decided to make the move that she did, because she didn't want it to be said about her that she was only good with one thing to be, talked about in that way, but that she wanted to be able to do multiple things and be good at it. And like I said, I understand what she was trying to say. I understand what she was getting at. But again, this ain't it, sis. That's all I'm saying. It's like, I get what you're saying, but, I don't think this is it. But yeah, like I said, but if you're Jamaican, or about the culture and how things go over down there, then please let me know in the comments, because like I said, the Jamaican community was not happy with her, or at least some of them weren't. But like I said, I honestly believe it's more because the implications of the song also mean that, she wants, like I said, a woman to go down on her. That, yeah, sure, she likes to do it with the guys, but that she wants, the women to go down on her too. Because, like I'm saying, if that's not what she meant, like, it's kind of hard to convince me of that. Like I said, with them all over each other in the music video. And you can tell me, oh, well, that's just what they had to do because, they had to make it explicit and all this kind of stuff. But I'm saying, like, it leaves it open to that interpretation. That's also what I'm saying, too, though. But like I said, y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments. At the end of the day, I don't like it. I don't like it when black women, let me just put it this way, melanated women are exploited. I don't like it. It makes me unhappy. Like, I get that some of them want to be exploited and they like it because they like the attention and they like having people look at them and lust after them. But like I said, at the end of the day, I don't like it and I don't support, melanated individuals or anybody for that matter being sexually exploited. So I don't support it. I don't like it. At the end of the day, I know it's what they wanted. It's what they, you can say it's what they signed up for. They chose to do it, etc., etc. I have a right to not like it, period. But anyways, y'all tell me what y'all think in the comments down below.